And DLT at JP Morgan remembers that he said, "I think that owning 10 to 50% of each asset class in what market by what type will eventually evolve." One more thing, within 10 years, controlled markets will be using this technology in a very advanced way. Consider that a fair percentage could be anywhere from the 10% mentioned earlier to a number below 50%. I'm not feeling good today. On them, we're going to be very careful. However, directions will be given before the XRP pendant last day for the last party of the 24-hour crypto yacht party that is happening. Buying the XRP pendant will lead to a 6-figure event. I need genuine proof from real people. If you come one pendant, you only get one place, no plus. Individually editable text will be available as soon as it's ready. Go ahead and put it wherever you want. You can write today's date and the price of XRP on the back of the ornament if it is left blank. Follow the steps given after the purchase if you want to join me on the 24-hour crypto yacht party. Now let's get started. Massive amounts of money, measured in trillions of dollars, have been thrown at very well-known events that have just happened in today's movie. For instance, look at this. The $10 trillion that we handle every night is a chance that we need to think about. The first question is, how do we move on? Trivial investors begin with private assets, a $290 trillion market. This is what everyone in the world knows. We know what they're thinking. Let's try to make goods that meet their requirements, and then we can use these $330 trillion. Would you tell me what it is? About $1 trillion is how much the market is worth. It's between $300 trillion and $700 trillion, based on the article you read, when you add up all the other assets in the world. Actually, I'm sure that anything can be turned into a coin. Here are the numbers: 300 trillion, 700 trillion, and 325 trillion. Can you explain why you think these people are releasing these numbers? Okay, that really happened. That was the CEO of Us.Thankx who set $10 trillion overnight at JP Morgan. All governments are on board because we have unlocked something that has never been unlocked before. Because of this, today's lecture will one day be written down in archives. Later on, maybe 20 or 30 years from now, because it makes perfect sense. The theoretical figure of 36 trillion will be talked about. Global debt is $300 trillion. And all of this is just turning these assets into tokens and moving their prices around on an open ledger. Next, FX will be needed. Keep in mind that this is only the beginning. The DEC, the daily FX market, isn't even included. It's just cross payments. Taking a 15% safe approach, all that has been left out is going to the tokenized world. The S&P 15% of the world's debt is $5.4 trillion, not 50, 45, or 30. 15% of that is $45 trillion. Get $1,189 trillion. Plus, I love conservatives, so it gets better. We can't use the 189 anymore. Although, we'll take 15% of the $189 trillion just because we're silly. That's a modest $28.3 trillion. Okay, but what does that mean? Note the following when thinking about XRP's price. There won't be any closing. Every day, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, JP Morgan alone handles $10 trillion in monetary deals. Values will change in ways that have never been seen before as things change. What you're feeling? He has never seen anything like this, which is something I've said many times. It will make sense when it happens. We can see that the price of XRP will go down when the market cap hits $28 trillion, and there will be a lot less trading when the market cap hits $28 trillion. We'll reach that $28.3 trillion with 90 billion XRP in circulation. There are $315 billion, $354 billion, $45 billion, and $60 billion worth of XRP in circulation. In my opinion, the future will bring supply. Plus, the escrow keeps the market stable for the whole crypto business. Accordingly, I think $45 per XRP is possible just because the market is worth $28 trillion. That's all there is to the energy market cap. Let's go ahead though. 25% of the $189 trillion, which has a market value of $47 trillion, will go to XRP. The story is about to get really interesting. Justify and check our work with Susan. Atlee and Rob Mitnick's approach that they did for the $47 trillion market size would mean that 90 billion XRP are in circulation, worth $525 billion. 80 billion XRP are worth $590 each, and 70 billion XRP are worth $675 in circulation. I'm sure you're wondering what, too. What are the expected volumes for XRP? When we do reach these heights, will they be repeated? Having unlocked a new value is what we're talking about. Internet is that value. This is the purpose of the internet. According to their theory, if we take the daily volume of $556 billion XRP, the market value of XRP would be $3.25 trillion and its price would be $32.68. It's definitely over. Or something else. When we multiply this by 14, we get a market size of $47 trillion and an amount of $7 trillion in XRP use. All the time, in addition to the line of credit, Ripple has other goods. Anytime it's needed, XRP will be locked up for days, weeks, or even months. We've got store holders. There are people at Ripple who are keeping XRP in case supply runs out because of high demand. Actually, lots of people will wake up this late. There isn't much XRP available, though, because the numbers we talked about today are very conservative. This is ridiculous. To show your support, please click the like button. I liked watching this movie. Let me know what you think. Tell us what you think in the comments. These math and thinking problems are giving me trouble. Please tell me in the comments if you don't agree. Lower it down. That's where I will be. Okay, I'll read it and answer. No worries, I'll explain it. When we started working on Ripples, we thought that Crypto Cash would be able to support strong global payments. When Payment Ripple was made, it was so that users who liked our FOIA-based network could switch to old once the market got more established. In fact, that's what happens when you flip the switch.